spiritual addictions? Can I be addicted to spirituality? Isn't spirituality good for me? You know, when you are addicted to habits or substances, there's something inside of you that is interested and invested in keeping you in the cycle of addiction, to keeping itself alive. Call it your demons, your parasites. If you're addicted to sugar or sweet foods, there are physical parasites, microbes, mites alive inside of you that feed off the sugar. And they can literally, this is scientifically proven, they can feed into your brain chemistry. And they can give you very convincing arguments, which then turn into thoughts for you to take the sugar. Oh, it's actually not so bad, I haven't had sugar in a while, I'll have a little bit, etc., etc. It seems so appealing at the time, yet you find yourself having the sugar and then regretting it. Similarly, when you're addicted to a behavior, there is something inside of you, it's pain, it's trauma, that is invested in keeping itself alive by keeping you stuck in the cycles of addiction. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that when you enter the spiritual path, you start meditating, you start becoming conscious and aware of your behaviors, you start detoxing physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There's something inside of you that's going to feel threatened by that behavior. And it's very cunning, it's very smart. It's going to come back around and use your new spiritual behaviors as its new identity in an attempt to keep itself alive. In other words, it's going to make a drug out of your healthy behaviors if you're not careful. That's where the awareness has to come in. Am I addicted to my spiritual behavior? It's beautiful to meditate, but am I bypassing my problems by always looking to find my way out into those astral realms and finding those feel good? Am I actually stopping myself from feeling the pain underneath? The antidote to all of this is your awareness, which is the light that you are, the God that you are, and shining it directly onto the pain. We call that shadow work, where you, instead of using any form of spirituality as a bypass, as a distraction, you're going to go directly for the darkness, the pain, the suffering alive inside of you. And you allow yourself to feel it fully. You no longer suppress it, distract yourself from it, or try to fix it. But instead you let it rip, knowing that you as the observer is absolutely untouchable. You feel me? It can be excruciating pain, it can be terribly annoying, it can be difficult. And many times you'll probably crawl back into addictions, but it's okay. Every time you allow yourself to feel and rest in the knowing that you are already enlightened, the layers of pain and suffering will strip, and the addiction will naturally fade away. That process is hard and painful, but it's effective. And it beats willpower, where you have to create a lifestyle where you are trying your best really hard to not do something, but you'll continuously be tempted. You see? It works for a little while, and sometimes a bit of discipline and willpower can help. But the absolute foundation has to be to address the source and the cause of the addiction. So be careful not to use spiritual practice as a bypass, but embrace it as a tool to get you through your pain. Namaste.